Good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk to you about the coolest president ever. His name is Nayib Bukele. On June 21st, 2019, he became the president of Salvador. It's a country in Central America. He's the youngest president on Latin America. He's 37 years old. Nayib Bukele is changing his country, and because of the changes and improvements he's making, fewer people has to migrate looking for a better place to live. According to the Migration Policy Institute, by 2008, there were about 1.1 million Salvadorian immigrants in the U.S. They are the sixth largest immigrant group. More than half of Salvadorians reside in only two states, California and Texas. Although they are also concentrated in New York, Maryland, and Virginia, and DC. Migration is not all bad news. I mean, most of us come here looking for a better place to live or for a better future. But because you don't feel safe or because you don't have a bright future where you are, that's not like the ideal for a country. So Bukele's way of governing can also teach other countries how to improve. According to the Washington Post on July 23rd, 2019, Bukele said El Salvador doesn't want to lose more people to the U.S. During his inauguration speech, Nayib pledged to end corruption, to make the safety and security of people a top priority, and to create a right economic conditions so that the citizens can stay at home and they don't be forced to migrate to the U.S. I believe it's a great opportunity to learn more about different ways and solutions that we can use to make a change in the world that we all share and we all live in. And that's what I pick him. I'm not from Salvador, but I am from Central America, and I think that he's doing a lot of improvement, and I want to show you guys 3 things that he's improving so that we can learn together. His way of government caught my attention. Like I say, he's the youngest president in Latin America. He was born on July 24, 1981. San Salvador, although he do have Palestinian ancestry, we will learn his 3 ways he's improving his country. First, he has connections with the Salvador's population, and that's why he's called the coolest president. Next, the abolition of gangs, keeping his people safe. That's one of his main priorities. Finally, he shows improvement in infrastructure, making Salvador looks nice. So this is only 3 things I learned about him, but he's doing so much. And he's only been a president for 200 days. Connections with Salvador's population. According to economics.com, the winner in legislative and local elections was not even on the ballot. He was not even on the ballot, and people scratch and scribble on their ballots to make up his name. So I thought this was a pretty cool fact that he was not even to be elected for president, and the people picked him. 1 in 10 voters defeats their ballots or left them blank in a country where it's obligatory to vote. A record of 58% stay home. Also, equal gender representation. Mr. Bukele begins his president with gender partiality in his cabinet. He named he named 8 women and 8 men to represent him. Bukele appoints women to head economy, health, education, housing, local development, foreign affairs, tourism, and culture and ministers. Before the previous governments, they only had only 3 women representing him. So he has 8 women, 8 men. So I thought that was another cool fact. Okay, now the second thing I want to talk to you about He's working to reduce gangs. That's one of the most issues down there, and that's what he's trying to do, is to protect people so that they feel safe where they live. And so this one says that he has 90% approval from his country. It's in Spanish, so I kind of translated on the top. But 90%, and this was by La Prensa Gráfica, is a newspaper from Salvador. And this was on August 2019. He's also always, he posts everything on Facebook and posts every picture of all his progress. I think this is pretty cool. Abolition of gangs. He's working for, he wants to reduce the number of young people joining the Salvador gangs by boosting education. According to Najib, starting on January 20, government will deliver 6,000 university scholarships for students who graduate with good grades. Also, Bukele plan of territorial control is showing results. According to the National Police, and this is also in Spanish, but it was the more accurate information, so I had to pull it out. But on top it says National Police is 0 homicides, 0 dead people. And this was on 25th of October 2019. So actually the day I was doing the report, this came up. So pretty cool. And then you can go ahead. He's also finally showing improvement on infrastructure. He doesn't just show the improvement, and he say a lot of governments before him just use a lot of money for an event that would take so much, like only a couple people would be able to go. For the events he makes now, he makes it big and he enjoys. Everybody can join and everybody can see how they work, how they're using the money for it. And he posts pictures, comments, everything on Facebook and Instagram and all media. So I think that's nice to see the process. I mean, all the money, where's the money going, you know? And there you go, you have the coolest president ever. And his name is Najib Bukele. I believe that in Salvador, everyone calls him the Salvador Rising Political Star. And now we know a couple of things that he has accomplished in less than 200 days of his presidency. And he believes they are doing things right, and the people of Salvador appear to agree. Thank you.